Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Here we are again, taking time out of our routine week and taking a little time to study Torah, to be grateful for what we have and to express that, and to share this together with Jewish people all over the world. So let's light the candles. We'll bring in the light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'chadlik ner Shel Shabbat. My favorite teaching about doing a mitzvah is that when you're busy doing your everyday stuff and it comes time to do the mitzvah, you have to stop what you're doing and take an action and do something different. And if you happen to be off in the clouds, communing with God, and it comes time to do the mitzvah, you have to stop and come back down to earth and do the mitzvah, take the action to do the mitzvah. So it's a time to stop and change what we're doing to make us more aware. And so now we're aware that we've brought on Shabbat with our lighting of the candles. Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hasharet Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Boachem l'shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Baruchuni l'shalom Malachei HaSharet Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Tzedchem l'shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Baruch Hu. I hope you're singing with me to welcome in the angels, and sing with me as we say, "Come, my beloved, let's go and greet the bride of Shabbat." Lecha dodi likrat kala פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. לשם ותפארת ולתחילה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. So I've wondered who's talking in those verses. Who is saying, "Come, my beloved," and who's the beloved, and who's the bride? Well, we know the bride is Shabbat herself. But let's think this next week about who's speaking and who the beloved is that's going to meet the bride of Shabbat. We have a beautiful psalm that we say on Friday, and I want to make sure I get the words right, so I brought them with me this week. The righteous shall flourish like palms, grow tall like cedars in Lebanon, planted in the courtyards of our God. They shall flourish and bring forth fruit even in old age. They shall be ever fresh and green, declaring that Adonai is just, my rock, in whom there is no wrong. Tzadikatam machar yifrach, ke'erez bavadon yizkei, shetulim bevet Adonai, bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvon beseva, deshenim rachnanim yiyu lehagid ki yashar Adonai tzuri velo havlatabo. This week we have a very rich Torah portion, and it's called Korach. And it's about a great rebellion. Now, one of the most wonderful things about our Torah is that it tells us some of the nitty-gritty, unpleasant stories that happened to the Israelite people. And you might wonder why. Why did they put these things? Why did they write these things down? Why didn't they just write down the beautiful things, the pleasant things, the inspiring things? Why bring us this story of a very nasty rebellion? And of course, the wonderful thing about it is that we get to learn. We get to learn about human nature. And I've been wondering this week why there are rebellions in the first place. Why do humans seem to have to strive with one another? And maybe we'll get some hints this week in the Torah portion. So the Israelites, they're getting ready to move on, and the story begins right in the beginning of the portion. It says, Korach, this fellow Korach, who happens to be a first cousin of Moses and Aaron. Okay, his father is the next brother down from Moses and Aaron's father. And it says he took himself, he separated himself from the community, took himself outside of the community by starting an argument with Moses and Aaron. But he doesn't go privately and speak to Moses and Aaron. He brings with him 250 important men of the community. So you might say the upper class of the community. And he says to Moses, why do you take it upon yourself to lord it over us? I'm going to read you the exact words. I'm going to go back a couple pages and read you the exact words. They arose before Moses with the men of the Israelites, 250 of them, princes of the assembly, those summoned for the meeting, men of renown. And they gathered against Moses and against Aaron, and they said to them, this is too grand for you, too much for you, for the whole assembly, all of them are holy, and God is among all of them. So why do you exalt yourselves over the congregation? Well, when someone gives you a personal attack in public, you have a number of choices of how you're going to respond to that. And Moses and Aaron respond by falling to the ground with their faces to the ground in prayer to God. They were silent to Korach in the beginning. They didn't respond. They took a little time to understand the depth of what was happening. And the rabbis tell us that what was going on was that Korach was jealous, that he wanted to be the second in command, that he resented that Moses appointed his own brother as the head priest, that he was the next in line in the family and he should have been given this important position. And he uses this sort of democratizing excuse that all the people in the congregation are holy. I mean, everybody was at Sinai and everybody heard God's voice, and God said, I'm going to take you to me to be my people, and you'll be a holy people, a holy nation, a kingdom of priests. So Korach, on the surface, it sounds like the reason he's rebelling is for the people. But he's not doing it in a way that's respectful. Okay, he's calling out Moses and Aaron in front of all the people without going to them and speaking about it first. And his concern is that he's not the leader, because the people are still going to need someone to lead them, even if they all are a holy nation, right? They're going to need a leader. And so we begin to see that his motives are for personal gain. They're not really motives that are concerned about the people as a whole, even though he's saying that's what it is. And then this interesting thing happens. Moses calls up Datan and Aviram, who are two of the men who have joined with Korach's band. And he says, come up and speak to me. Come and speak to me. And they refuse. They refuse to go up. And listen to what they say to them. It's really kind of shocking. Moses sent forth to summon Datan and Aviram, the sons of Eliab, and they said, we shall not go up. Is it not enough that you've brought us up out of a land flowing with milk and honey, that would be Egypt, to cause us to die here in the wilderness, and yet you seek to dominate us, even dominate us further? Moreover, you did not bring us to a land of milk and honey, and did not bring us a heritage of field and vineyard. Even if you would put our eyes out, we would not come up. We would not come up and speak with you. And this is an incredible insult that shows that they really just want to have an argument. They don't want to solve a problem. They want to have a public fight that divides the people. Well, I can't tell you the whole story here. It's very dramatic. And let me just say, it became violent. A lot of lives were lost. And it was a very sad incident. And toward the end of the portion, there's a very beautiful part where God instructs Aaron to take a rod, the wooden rod that they use to shepherd the sheep with and to walk with their walking stick, and take one from each of the leaders of the 12 tribes and to put them in the tabernacle. And each one has their name written on it, the name of the tribe. And the next morning, Aaron goes into the tabernacle, and all the other rods were there, wooden rods. But Aaron's rod, it says, had blossomed into buds and even blossoms, and it even gave forth ripe almonds, clearly signifying by this miracle that Aaron was to be the head priest, that it was not Korach and his group. So it ends beautifully. And we pray that all our disputes among our human families will end in a peaceful and clear way, such as the story of Korach. So will you sing a song of peace with me? It says, will the one who makes peace make peace for us and the whole human family? Because we need a little peace right now. Seems like we always do. Osei shalom bimromav, uya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amin. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imiru amin. I know that even though I'm not there in person with you, that undoubtedly there will be people who want to honor those they've loved who have died, and they want to say Kaddish. And so we're going to say Kaddish together, and we'll know that people the world over will be our minyan saying Kaddish with us. If you'd like to mention the name of the person. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divra chirutei v'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam ul'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudesha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata da'amiran b'yoma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, huya asei shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru amen. Feels good to remember those that we've lost and to honor them and keep their names alive. I'm going to say a little blessing over the wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kadsho be'achava uvratzon, hinchilanu, zikaron l'ma'aseh v'reshit, ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh, Zecher letziachat Mitzrayim, Kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, im kol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha, be'achava uvratzon, hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. L'chaim, l'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. So I hope you enjoy your dinner, and more than that, I hope you enjoy all of Shabbat, this special time where we step into our Shabbat selves. Think about the grander meaning of life and remember our mitzvot. The most basic one is to be kind to one another. Shabbat shalom, everyone, and I'll see you next week.